beautiful people, today I have for you this beautiful bracelet. I have used a magnetic clasp because I find it so precious. And let's see what materials we have used first. So here we have 4mm pearl beads, and we are going to use these ones. Then I have used 6mm round crystals here, which go very well, very nicely, but today I am going to use 4x6. Let me show you 4x6 rondelles. I'm curious to see how they work. Okay. This would be. Then we are going to use 11 O's. Then 4mm bicones here. And then obviously at the end you can choose to have a lobster clasp. I just thought that this one is really pretty and easy to use. Okay. In order to have to beat this design, we are going to have two phases. The first phase is to create the base, and the second one to embellish on top of it. Okay, so let's start with the first phase, the base, with our 4mm round pearls. We are going to use our usual beading needle with an IMO thread, and the technique we are going to use is similar to the double right angle weave, but made on 6 beads, not on 4. So for this we pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 round beads, and we make a circle. Okay, I wouldn't go back again because we will have many passes, so the circle will be quite strong. This was the first step. The second step, we add 1 11/0 in between the pearls. So pick up 1, go through the next pearl. And here at the last one, step up, so this means that you go through the pearl and the first 11/0 that we have added. Okay, so this is the foundation, and now we create spikes around the main circle. And for this, with the thread coming out of an 11/0, we pick up 1 pearl, 1 seed bead, drop both beads, skip the seed bead, go back through the pearl, and then through the base seed bead from the other side. Yeah. and this is one spike. Okay, we move the thread through the next pearl and seed bead, and we put another spike, so around pearl 11-0, drop the beads, skip 11-0, go down through the pearl, and then through the 11-0 at the base from the other side. And like this, we just place 6 spikes around the central circle. And here we have the last one. Oopsie. And when we have finished adding the last spike, we position our thread at the top of one of the seed beads that sit at the top of one spike. And this is our starting point for the next unit. Let's make the next unit. We pick up 6 round pearls. We have 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6, and close the circle around this seed bead, just like that. Okay, and now we move the thread through the first pearl and we add 1 11-0 in between the seed bead, the pearls, just like we've done in the first sequence. And here, instead of going through the 11-0, we go through the pearl. Okay. Now, as we've done in the previous round, we are adding the spikes. So pick up 1 round pearl, 1. So this is the base of our bracelet. Because we have already one connecting spike, in this step we only bead 5 spikes. I will need to add some thread soon. And let me see if I can make the last spike here. Pearl, seed bead, drop the beads, skip the seed bead through the pearl around the base one. And now I would go out through the seed bead that has started this round. And this is how we create the length we need, just by adding units in this manner. When you have your desired length, I'll show you how we close here the gap in between two consecutive units, and we do this by, so when our units lie flat like this, we add one here, pearl in between these two and these two. So this is the way how we do it. So for this we move our thread up through one of the spikes, and here we pick up one pearl, we connect with the next top seed bead, go back through the pearl, and then through the top seed bead from the other side. Just like this. And now we move the thread through the body of the work here, so we can connect these two. So we just follow the thread path that is already there. So we are at the top of the seed bead. Pick up the 4mm pearl, connect with the seed bead, go back through the pearl and through the seed bead from the other side. Okay, then through the body of the work we position in such a way that we go to the next unit and connect as well the side here. So in this case it will be here connecting the next two. And this is the base of our bracelet. Now let's see how we embellish the base. As you can see here, we have the 6mm bead right over the central circle, and we have the 4mm bicones embellishing the side circles. Okay, so I suggest that first you do the central one and go to the end of the bracelet, and then you turn back and create the bicone embellishment. In this case, in my design, let me make it a little bigger, I have decided to go, as you can see, in opposite direction until the central one. I had here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 round beads. So I could do this 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3 in different directions. You can make them in the same direction, is really up to you, just for you to notice this detail. So let's have our thread coming out from the 11-0, kind of the central one, the spine of 11-0s. Okay, so with the thread coming out of here, we pick up seed bead, 6mm bead. In this case I have a rondelle, but a round one is fine as well, and then another 11-0, and connect with the opposite 11-0, go back through the beads just added and through the first one from the opposite direction where the thread came out, right? Just like that. And this is how we add for the entire length of the central beads. Now we move the thread through the body of the circle of the base, here, and here we create the seed bead, the bicone embellishment. So first, with the thread coming out of the central seed bead, we want to connect with this one. So 1, 2 with the third, 1, 2 with the third. Okay, and the other bicone would be 1, 2 the third. So we pick up seed bead, bicone seed bead, and we connect from this one. We count 1, 2, so it's kind of 11 o'clock on this side. We connect with that and go back through the beads added and through the base bicone, the seed bead, sorry. So here we go through this seed bead in the same direction, okay? And here on this side we pick up the same sequence. We connect with 1, 2, this is kind of 2 o'clock, and go back through the beads and through this seed bead, same direction. We don't go over because it will create an unnecessary thread that would be seen and wouldn't look so nice. Okay, and now we move the thread from here to here through the pearl. We position through the 11/0, the thread, the needle, and here where we are at the central circle, we place our 6 millimeter round bead with the opposite 11/0, and then go back through the same beads. We anchor it like this, very nice, very good. And here, if we would have another unit of 2, we move the thread up to the central seed bead, the one where we have anchored the round bead, and we will use that one as the starting point for the bicone's embellishment. So if we would have here, from here we go to 1 to the third, and from the same we come back through the same direction, not like that, and then here we have 1, 2, connect with it and come back through this. So this is the way we embellish the base. Okay. Now let me quickly show you how I have created this type of connection for the clasp. So with the thread coming out of the central seed bead of the base, like here, in this case here, I have created a herringbone, a flat herringbone on 2 beads. So for this I pick up 2 seed beads, go through this one, up, and then I only continue with picking up 2, go down 1. In this case I would go again just to reinforce a little for greater stability. And the sequence is just pick up 2, go down 1, thread to the right, go up 2. And that's all you do. The advantage of this method is that you can actually create the length of the let's say extender to how much you need around your wrist. It's very easy, very forgiving, so you do not have to create the right wrist circumference with the base, but you will create it with your bracelet extender, let's call it. So when you have managed to get the length you need, you obviously add your jump ring or closed ring, and let me bring one. Okay, it's not quite the right color, but this is just a tutorial, it's not a finished product. So I pick up for the last step where I'm adding the closed ring, I pick up 3 seed beads and 1 closed ring, and I go through down through 2 and up 3, just to have a stronger connection, and I go around a few times through these last sequences. Okay, when you are happy with the strength of the connection, and it should be quite good because the bracelet will be heavy-ish, we go back up to 3, so like on the 3rd, 1, 2, the thread coming out of the 3rd stack of beads, and here is where we are going to connect with the other 2 seed beads. So let's try with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see how they are. No, we need more. 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see. Yeah, seems to be okay. So we pick up 10 seed beads, connect with the top of the spike, go back down, and we go back down the herringbone 1 stack, move the thread on the other side, and now the thread comes out of the 11/0 on the other side like this, And if we have picked up 10 for that side, obviously we pick up 10 for this side as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we connect with the seed bead. Go back. And through the herringbone stack as well. And this is how we create this extension for the clasp. Okay, and the same on the other side. So basically this is all our design today. Depending on the color scheme that you decide for, is very, very beautiful. And it gives you an opportunity to use the pearls and the shiny beads into the same design. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope you like it, and I'll see you with a next tutorial. Ciao ciao.